Welcome to One Brain Ops bonus content. I wrote this game specifically for not having Darian. Now, Karl and Daniel don't know it, but they are about to enter the Gauntlet, which is the most complicated game ever created by humans. This is a format that I am borrowing from SciShow Tangents, invented by Sam Schultz on that podcast, and I've wanted to write one for a while, so I went ahead and wrote one, and the topic is going to be on evolutionary biology, roughly. That's what the questions are about. So, this is how the Gauntlet works. It's very complicated. You will be asked a series of 9 trivia questions in decreasing order of difficulty. When you are asked a question, you may choose to either answer or pass. If you answer correctly, you'll get points equal to the question's number. So question 9 is worth 9 points, 8 is worth 8, and so on. And if you choose to pass, that's it. We'll move on to the next question. If you guess wrong, your opponent will have a chance to steal, and you will also lose points equal to the question's value. And I didn't write down a description of how the game is played, so I'm trying to remember if that's all the rules. Oh yeah. Some of the harder questions may have hints in the later questions, so if you pass the first time, you may get hints about the later questions, and then once we've gone through all 9, we'll go back and re-ask any unanswered questions, but they can't be skipped. Okay, hand me that pen and paper, please. I need to keep score. And now we will enter the Gauntlet. If you don't understand the rules, don't worry, it'll make sense as we go. So, to decide who goes first, Daniel, pick a number.
Any number, just at all.
Karl, you can go first. Daniel couldn't pick a number.
69.
I gave you a very simple task. You could not pick a number.
14,786.
Too late. Karl's going first. So, question 9. Question 9 for Karl. Bone crushing is a trait that has convergently evolved in a number of animals across evolutionary time. It is seen today in hyenas, but there were also bone-crushing dogs in Miocene North America, and a number of tyrannosaurs, including T-Rex, are known to have been bone crushers. But what was the earliest known bone-crushing animal? You may answer if you think you know it for 9 points, or you may pass.
You know, this seems like a great time to pass.
Karl will pass. Okay. Daniel, question 8. Mammals have only managed to conquer the seas on 2 occasions, with one lineage going from the fully terrestrial artiodactyls to the fully aquatic whales and dolphins that we know today, and the other going from fully terrestrial penungulates, I'm giving myself challenging words, penungulates to manatees and dugongs. Reptiles, on the other hand, have done it more often. How many times have reptiles made the transition from land to sea? I will actually accept 2 answers, because it depends on how you count. And again, you may answer or pass.
I will pass.
You will pass. Okay. Question 7. Karl. At the end of the Cretaceous, the only dinosaurs to survive the KPG extinction event were birds, and those that survived quickly spread out to colonize the world, helped in no small part by their ability to fly. One group of birds, known as the ratites, however, were not very good flyers due to having a relatively small keel, which is the bone in their chest that the large flight muscles attach to. And this has led to ratites evolving to become flightless and lose their keel on 7 different occasions, with 5 of those 7 birds still being alive today and 2 being alive up until they encountered modern humans. Can you name at least 4 of the 7 ratites?
Pass.
Okay. All right. These are getting easier as we go.
That's a cool card. I like that art.
Okay. Remember to pay attention.
I am paying attention.
Okay. Daniel, question 6. Many plants rely on animals to assist in their reproduction. Very famously, flowers are used to attract bees and other pollinators. The tambalacoke, a tree found on the island of Mauritius, is now critically endangered, and it's thought that this is because one of the animals that it relied on to eat its fruit and spread its seeds was driven to extinction after human intervention on Mauritius. And the tree is now mostly dependent on other humans to do the work of keeping its species alive. What was the animal that is thought to have helped spread the tambalacoke seeds?
I'm going to go ahead and guess. I'm going to say the dodo bird.
That is correct, the dodo. Daniel gets 6 points. All right. Karl, question 5. Although the semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action, the platypus, is often considered to be the strangest mammal, I think there's another one that gives them a run for their money. In addition to their bizarre appearance, naked mole rats are cold-blooded, live in underground burrows containing a special pooping chamber, can have seizures above ground because they can't handle the higher oxygen outside of their burrows, and sometimes kidnap and enslave pups from other naked mole rat colonies and force them to work. The weirdest thing they do, in my opinion though, is their unusual social structure, which is more commonly associated with insects like ants and bees, in which a single breeding female, or queen, is cared for by many cooperative non-breeding individuals. What is the name for that type of social structure?
Is it a monarchy?
No, it is not. Karl loses 5 points. Daniel, would you like a chance to steal? There's no penalty.
No, I would not.
But you can guess without penalty.
Oh, okay. Anarchy. I don't remember the question.
The name for the social structure with a queen and a bunch of workers.
Oh,
Right? It feels like you know it, but it's just not there.
yeah,
Isn't that an Iron Maiden song? Deja vu? Anyway.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I'll say
Okay.
anarchy, even though I know it's not true.
Well, okay. Daniel, the next question is to you anyway.
Okay.
Question 4. Fossilized poop can tell us a lot about prehistoric animals and what they ate. For example, you might find fossilized fish bones and scales that went through the digestive tract of an ichthyosaur, or you might find bone fragments in the fossilized poop of our friend Smock Wawelski. But what is the name for fossilized poop?
Shoot. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Karl, question 3. Most people think that snakes don't have legs, but this is only sometimes the case. One family of constrictor snakes, which includes the longest snake species in the world, all still have vestigial legs. What family of snakes is that?
Anaconda?
No. Karl has lost 3 points.
-8.
-8.
I'm playing golf rules.
All right. Daniel, we often see unrelated species evolve the same adaptations for
Wait.
survival.
Doesn't he get to steal?
Oh yeah, you do get to steal. Do you want to steal the snake question?
I don't know.
There is no penalty.
I-
You can guess any snake.
I can guess any snake. Okay. He said anaconda, didn't he?
So
Okay.
don't guess that one.
Okay, I won't guess that one.
You can guess it if you want to.
You said constrictor, so I know it's not constrictor. I'm gonna say rattlesnake.
It's a constrictor.
It's a constrictor.
Okay, I don't know that. Okay.
He said that!
It was in the question.
Okay, well I don't know that.
Okay. So, anyway, moving on to the next question. Question 2. We often see unrelated species evolve the same adaptations for survival, such as sauropods and giraffes, both evolving long necks to feed from the treetops, or sharks and dolphins, both evolving basically the same body shape to swim in the ocean. What is the name for this phenomenon?
Can you just repeat it?
What's the name for when unrelated species evolve the same adaptations?
Oh, a vestigial structure.
No.
What?
-2.
Wait, what?
Karl, would you like to steal?
It's convergent
It
evolution.
is convergent evolution. All right. Karl is unlikely to catch up.
Karl will not catch up.
All right, Karl, question 1. Many eusocial insects, like bees and wasps, as well as the mascot of my favorite roller coaster, the hornet, build their nests using a repeating geometric shape that maximizes strength and minimizes material. What is this oh-so-perfect shape?
It's the bestagon.
It is the
A hexagon.
hexagon. 1 point for Karl. Okay, so now we go back through, and this time...
Can you read question 1 again for me?
Why?
Just read it again for fun.
There might have been a hint in there, you think, huh?
No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to hear it again though.
Yeah, you want to hear about
just to
many insects.
just to bask in my victory of a single point.
Yeah. Many eusocial insects, like bees and wasps, as well as the mascot of my favorite roller coaster, the hornet, build their nests in a repeating... I'm going to stop reading. You got the point.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to the top, Daniel, question 9. Bone crushing is a trait that has convergently evolved in a number of animals across evolutionary time. It is seen today in hyenas, but there were also bone-crushing dogs in Miocene North America, and a number of tyrannosaurs, including T-Rex, are known to have been bone crushers. But what was the earliest known bone-crushing animal? You can't pass.
I can't pass?
Not the second time.
So I'm just going to lose points?
Yes, but there was a hint for this one.
There's a hint for this one?
There was.
I missed the hint for this one too.
Okay.
The earliest bone-crushing animal.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this needs like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music in the back.
Can you read the question that had the hint?
No.
I'm just trying to think back to the questions you asked. I mean...
It was the question about fossilized poop that had the hint. I'm not going to read it again.
Oh. It's okay, I have negative 5 points.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay. So Daniel will lose 9 points. Karl, do you know it?
Nope.
Okay. I think, based on how the rules work, Daniel loses the points because it was his question, but Karl doesn't? I don't remember.
It was originally Karl's question.
It was, but he passed. We'll see how this adds up at the end. Okay. I don't know how many points you have, Karl, but the answer was Smock-Wawelski.
Ah.
Smock-Wawelski. There have been bone fragments found in Smock-Wawelski's fossilized poop. Okay, Karl. Question 8. Mammals have only managed to conquer the seas on 2 occasions, with one lineage going from fully terrestrial artiodactyls to the fully aquatic whales and dolphins we know today, and the other one going from fully terrestrial panungulates to manatees and dugongs. Reptiles have done it more. How many times have reptiles made the transition from land to sea?
More than 2.
You have to pick a specific number.
I did.
I will accept 2 different answers.
5.
5 is correct. 8 points to Karl. Okay, so...
We love guessing.
Yep. So the part of the reason I picked this question is that the real answer is, depending on how you measure it, 5 or 6.
So if I'd guessed 5 or 6, would I have gotten 16 points?
No. But, yeah, so ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, sea turtles, mosasaurs, sea snakes, those 5 have all independently gone from land to sea. And then the one that's ambiguous is marine crocodiles, because technically they didn't go from fully terrestrial, they probably evolved from semi-aquatic crocodiles.
They're pretty much just semi-aquatic egg-laying reptiles of action.
Yeah, there were fully terrestrial crocodiles too, but anyway. So yes, I would have accepted 5 or 6. Daniel, question 7. At the end of the Cretaceous, The only dinosaurs to survive the KPG extinction event were birds, and those that survived quickly spread out to colonize the world, helped in no small part by their ability to fly. One group of birds, known as the ratites, were not very good flyers due to having a small keel, and this has led to ratites evolving to become flightless and lose their keel on 7 different occasions, with 5 being alive today and 2 going extinct after coming into contact with modern humans. Can you name 4 or more ratites?
An ostrich.
That's one.
A penguin.
No,
So that's a flightless bird.
it's not a ratite.
Okay.
Keep going.
Emu.
Emu is correct.
Um,
You've got 2. You're halfway there.
okay. Other flightless birds. So turkeys can fly.
Turkeys are not ratites.
I know. I wasn't guessing. I was thinking out loud.
Thinking.
So the hint that I'd written to give you for the second round here is that most of them are very large. You already
Yeah.
got 2 of the largest.
So very large birds. The shoebill.
Nope. Not flightless.
Cassowary.
Cassowary is correct. You've got 3. I think I would argue you've got the 3 easy ones.
Shoebills can fly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
I know. Well, they're a stork, aren't they?
Yep.
They're also really stupid.
Yeah, but they sound like
No,
machine guns.
that's a dork.
Oh, the shoebill dork.
Yeah.
Okay, was I allowed to guess an extinct one?
Yeah, you can, any of the 7.
There's 2 extinct ones.
There's 2 extinct ones.
There's 2 extinct ones, and you've got 2 extant ones left.
So could I say dodo?
That's
That's
not.
not you're right.
No, that's a pigeon.
It's a
That's
pigeon. Okay.
I thought dodo too, and I thought it for a while. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not
Plus,
guessing. 'cause I
dodo
would've
was
guessed it.
already the correct answer to
For another
your
one.
question.
Okay. So these are less common.
I don't know about.
Or not, less.
Less
These are
well
harder.
known.
These are more difficult to guess. I know there's like a little white bird that lives that like yells at skiers.
It's called me.
No,
I'm a little white bird.
I don't think you're a little white bird. Not a chicken. I know chickens can fly.
They're pretty big though.
Chickens can get big.
Yes, they can.
You said not a penguin. Lesser well known. Is it the rail?
It is not the inaccessible island rail. Okay, I'm gonna say, because that was question. Which one was that? Question 7. Okay, I'd asked you to name 4, and you named 3. I'm gonna give you 3 points. And Karl, would you like a chance to name another one?
Is the terror bird one?
No, good guess though, but no.
That was the only one I had.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so what are the other ones?
The remaining ones, the 2 extinct ones are the moa and the
Oh!
yeah. And
What was the other one?
the elephant bird?
The elephant bird.
Yep. Elephantus from Greek mythology. And then the other 2 extant ones are a little harder to guess. The rhea, which is a South American bird, it basically looks like a smaller ostrich. And then the kiwi, which you wouldn't think because it's nowhere near the size of its relatives.
No, but it doesn't have wings. Or it has wings, but
It has
can't use
wings. The moa actually.
They sound terrifying.
The moa actually did not
Kiwis?
have wings. All the others still have wings, but the moa actually completely lost its wings.
I was trying to think of the moa basically that entire time. It's like, I know there's...
I didn't know any of the other ones. I only knew kiwi. Out of all of those, I hadn't heard of any of the other birds.
You hadn't heard of the moa before?
I don't know my extinct birds besides the
Okay.
dodo.
Well, Karl, we're going to you now. Okay, Daniel already answered question 6 correctly earlier. That was the dodo. Question 5. You get this one again. Although the semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action, the platypus, is often considered to be the strangest mammal, there is another that I think gives them a run for their money. And I'm talking about naked mole rats and all their weird things, but the weirdest thing is their social structure, which is called...
Eusocial.
Eusociality, yes. So you get 5 points that time. Okay. Daniel, fossilized poop can tell us a lot about prehistoric animals and what they ate. For example, you might find fossilized fish bones and scales that went through the digestive tract of an ichthyosaur, or you might find bone fragments in the fossilized poop of our friend Smock Wawelski. That was the hint that you guys missed. What is the name for fossilized poop?
No.
Okay.
It's
Karl?
something like... It starts with a C.
It does start with a C. Daniel, would you like to try to guess a word starting with C? You can't even come up with a word.
It's not concretion.
Crab?
Crap.
Oh, crap. No.
Yeah! It's not concretion.
No.
It's not calcite.
No.
That's
It's
a
not.
rock, isn't it?
Right. Shoot. Not cementation. I don't know.
Coprolites.
God damn.
I didn't know that. I don't know most of these, so.
Yeah.
I just watched a Lindsay Nicole video about them. She had a guy in Montana that made her lick a coprolite and didn't tell her what it was until after she licked it.
Karl, most people think that snakes don't have legs, but this is only sometimes the case. One family of constrictor snakes, which includes the longest snake species in the world, all still have vestigial legs. What is the family of snakes?
Whale.
Whale. No.
They have vestigial legs.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, name a long snake.
I'm not gonna say anaconda.
Bye.
A long snake.
It's clearly the penis worm.
It's a sea snake, but I know we're not talking about the sea snake. Some other long snakes. Garden snakes are pretty small.
Plumbing snake?
No, I don't know.
Pythons.
Oh.
Pythons, guys. I actually really thought that was an easy one.
It was. We're just dumb.
We don't know anything about snakes.
Okay.
Why would you think we would?
Daniel.
Who do you think we are? Clint?
Clint from
Clint's Reptiles.
Yeah. Actually, that is the end because we got the last two you guys got correctly. So let me add up the scores here.
I think Karl probably came back.
So, okay. So depending on how I count it, if I
5 or 6.
If I penalize the second person for getting it wrong in the second round, then, or if I don't do that, I should say, then Karl would win with a score of 8 to -7. If, however, I do penalize you for getting it wrong when you're the second person, then Karl would still win with a score of -8 to -10.
Yeah!
So either way,
I like the second one better.
Karl wins the gauntlet
with
massively in the
-8
negative. All right. Well, thanks for playing the gauntlet, guys.
Lay gauntlet.
And thank you, viewers, for watching One Brain Ops.
For watching a screen that doesn't have us on it. Unless it does.
I'm just going to make the whole thing the picture of you pointing to the white sheet. Goodbye, everybody. Quinceañera.